I'm Elisa Parker. Welcome back. It is the Wild and Scenic Film Festival, 23 years of this extraordinary festival. It now has expanded from Nevada City, California to Grass Valley, California, our sister city right next door as well. And it's an incredible weekend. We have people come from all over the world. Some of my favorites are also featuring our local heroes as well. You know, when you talk about Nevada County, a lot of people think weed, they think cannabis, and it's the landscape of that has changed drastically over the years. And with us, we have both Maggie and Diana, who are producers of the film Nevada County, a case study for legal cannabis. It's a hot thing here in Nevada County. Welcome, Diana and Maggie.
Thanks so much for having us.
It's my pleasure. You're the first ones to come up on Sunday. So it's always having a little courage to do that.
All right. Happy Sunday morning to everybody.
Happy Sunday morning. All right. So, and tell us about your roles as well with in the organization you're with.
So I'm the executive director of the Nevada County Cannabis Alliance, which is a trade association which provides advocacy and education to the nearly 200 licensed cannabis businesses here in Nevada County.
Wow.
And I am currently the special project management with the Cannabis Alliance. I'm helping work on a number of grants.
So cannabis became legal here in 2016. I mentioned that it's changed a lot, even economically. You can see the green rush has shifted. What was the intent for this film, and what are you hoping are the takeaways for that, both for our community and beyond?
The intent for the film was to really show the positive side of cannabis regulations, the positive impacts to communities of cannabis regulations. The state of California allows for local control, so jurisdictions can choose whether they regulate cannabis or they ban it. Nevada County chose after a vote of the people, chose to regulate cannabis instead of banning it. And so this film really shows the story of, now that we are nearly 9 years after the state of California legalized cannabis, the economic benefits, the environmental benefits of what that looks like. And this film really, tells that story.
And part of the initial intent in terms of the audience, we collaborated on this film with the California Association of Resource Conservation Districts. And we have been taking the film sort of on a little roadshow tour to resource conservation districts across Northern California, and into communities where they don't currently have cannabis regulations, and sort of educating those agencies and their board of directors and different jurisdictions on a different angle of what people usually hear about how this process can go locally, in hopes that it sort of breaks down a lot of barriers and some of those stigmas that still exist in a lot of these other counties within California.
And what are some of the benefits that you've been seeing and also highlight in this film?
One of the things that is really exciting, specific to Nevada County, is now Nevada County is known for legacy cannabis cultivation. People have been cultivating here for decades, and often many of our farmers are multi-generational farmers. We are small farmers here. We care about the environment. We homestead on our land. And I think it's because of this ethos in our area. We are so proud that Nevada County has the highest percentage of organically certified cannabis farmers by the California Department of Food and Ag. So officially certified organic. It's actually called comparable to organic. And we also have the highest percentage of, or a very large percentage of cannabis certified regenerative cannabis farmers. And so that's one of the things that makes our area unique. That's the story that we want to tell. That's, showcases our area in a different light, and that, and the impact that has on our community, on our watershed, is important.
And you highlight a specific farmer
We
in
do.
this film. Tell us about that.
Our friend Chris Hennis was kind enough. Rock Creek Ranch is their farm and homestead. They are a great example of, a it's two brothers, so family operation that is just local members of the community that really are passionate about people just understanding that they are community members just like everybody else. They care about their land, and they want cannabis to be treated just like any other crop would be here in Nevada County.
Right. How did both of you get involved in this?
Well, we obviously have been operating the Nevada County Cannabis Alliance for a long time together, and we had an opportunity through a grant with the California Association of Resource Conservation Districts that has been sponsored by RLF, which is the Resource Legacy Fund, and they really wanted Nevada County is unique, and they chose to use us as a case study because California's cannabis regulations have not rolled out in a very smooth way across the state. It's very patchwork because of the local control. Every jurisdiction is very different. And honestly, what Diana has achieved with her strategies and her work with all of the county representatives and the city representatives here in Nevada County has been a really unique success story, and is more successful today within the state of California than I think any other county in the state can tout.
That's amazing. Did you want to add anything to that, Diana?
I think Maggie
summarized it well. What does the new landscape look like now for cannabis cultivation, especially, I mean, I guess both in California statewide, but even here in our community, because I mean, like I said, we have been so dependent on it for many years. What does that look like now?
You know, one of the things that we're working really hard at a local level, also at a state level, is treating cannabis farmers just the same as any other agricultural operator. I think that's really important, and especially as the market shifts with price decline and things like that, we really need to start treating our cannabis farmers just like any other farmers.
What last question, what do you want to say to everyone about why it's so important to see this film?
I think that it's important, and it was such an honor for this film to be part of the Wild and Scenic and part of their Farming Tales session and track, to see cannabis alongside of other farming operations that were showcased in some of the other films. Because, all of the farmers in our film, as well as the other films, really what it boiled down to was that people are passionate about what they do and about the land and about caring for their communities. And also, it also all boils down to local regulatory and policy work. And it's so important to support policies that support small agricultural operators. No matter what type of agricultural operation they have, support your small farmers.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much, Maggie and Diana. The film is called Nevada County, a Case Study for Legal Cannabis. Yeah, support our local farmers. Know where your resources come from, your food and other elements that are a huge benefit and support for our community and beyond. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Elisa.
I'm Elisa Parker. It is the Wild and Scenic Film Festival, and we'll be right back.